Well, guys, Ferran Torres has left Manchester City Football Club. Well, it's not official yet, but it's a here we go from Fabrizo Romano, so it is as good as confirmed. He's going to Barcelona for 55 million plus add-ons. Actually, we'll quickly go to the screen and kind of shows it all. There it is. But yeah, it looks like Ferran Torres is off, all set to be done. Tomorrow should be the medical, and obviously with January transfer window, 9 days away now, it is likely that he will be gone. He will never play for Manchester City ever again. It's a bit of a shame in my opinion. He looked like he could go somewhere, but you know, it is what it is. We made good money, especially considering he's only been at 18 months. And as much as he has shown a lot of potential, he hasn't actually done a whole lot in the 18 months. But leave your thoughts on this deal in the chat. I want to see what you guys are saying. We're also going to kind of look at what has happened so far with Torres, what's going on with this deal, and then my two potential replacements that I would look at. I think City will also be looking at. I'm going to quickly go into the chat. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, just leave your thoughts in it. George says, really disappointing. I am disappointed too, to be honest. I think, I kind of hope to keep holding, to be honest. He had so much potential. You are not wrong. There's plenty of glimpses, I think, where we've looked at Torres and we thought he could be City's number 9, but evidently it is not to be. Why? I'm so confused. Thought Barcelona had no money. How are they getting him? I was sort of confused about this too. I don't really understand where it's coming from. Wage-wise, obviously, they've just got rid of Aguero off their wages. Now he's retired, so that does make sense. The 55 million plus add-ons, not a clue where that's come from for a team that was as skint as they are. Hello, Sean. Good news for the Haaland City deal. Very much potentially. Hello, Olivier. Haaland City, potentially. We'll wait and see. Leave your thoughts as well on the voting poll thing. Were we right to Torres so far? 57% say yes, 43% no. I would say no personally, but I can see what you guys are saying yes. I think the first thing we'll do is we'll have a quick look over Torres's time in Manchester. We'll quickly go to that screen. So this has been Torres' time in Manchester. He obviously joined last season, reported about £25 million from Valencia. Looked very decent. In the Champions League, 4 games, as well as 2 off the bench, got 4 goals. That was very decent. The game against Porto, I think, was his first game where he looked properly decent. He had 15 league appearances, 9 off the bench. He obviously had COVID towards the second half of the season. I feel like he dropped off a little bit because he had COVID, but then he went and got the hat against Newcastle. But yeah, he got 7 goals last season in the Premier League, 4 in the Champions League, 2 assists in the league as well. It was a very decent season, especially towards the end, like I say, when we had that Newcastle game and he got that hat-trick, everyone was thinking Ferran Torres could be the future here. And then Cancelo went and got sent off against Brighton, which ruined his chances of playing in the Champions League final, which I think long-term kind of scuppered him. Then he went and played for Spain, 6 apps, 4 goals. He's been acing it for Spain as well recently. That was all this season, and last season for Spain as well, he got 2 goals and 2 appearances, which again is very good. This season so far, 4 appearances, 2 goals, both of them coming against Arsenal. He's done brilliant this season, but I mean, he's hardly any games, and it's just a shame that he got injured because it did look like he was going to have a bit of a future this year. And then he also scored in, is that the EFL Cup this season? I don't remember that, but he evidently did. So yeah, it's all just a bit of a shame. That was against Wickham, I do remember that actually. So it's a bit of a shame, I think, that he's going, but it is what it is. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the chat. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying now. He wants to leave. We had to agree to deal 50 million. Also would like to see him stay. I get that kind of train of thought, definitely, that he did want to go to Barcelona. I don't think he's forced his way out of the club, but he did want to go to Barcelona. So I think from that perspective, letting him leave does make sense. Hello, Depression. No, great name. Don't think he ever settled in Manchester. He has great potential, but if he isn't happy in the best top ways. Again, yeah, like what guy before, I kind of agree with this kind of train of thought. Just want to go. At the end of the day, he's not set the world alight yet, so letting him go does make sense, and I do get it from that perspective. And I mean, as good a player he is, and I think we possibly could have got more, considering he's not done much. He's only been at 18 months to make 50 million profit. I think is very successful. After Aguero leaves Barcelona, now they're looking for an attacker or wings, as we know Torres played very well in the attack position, so Barcelona start to join him. Yeah, no, I think it's a very good sign on Barcelona's part, and I think he will be very big in the future of Barcelona Football Club. Torres is a good player with a lot of potential. It's a shame that he's leaving, but he could be what Barca need. We definitely need to buy in January now. Could not agree more. I think he's going to do massive things for Barcelona in the future. Talks, it's a 5-year deal, as you can see on screen. Yeah, I think we should buy in January. I think it's unlikely, though. I don't think we'll replace him until the summer, which is frustrating because I think we should be replacing him. But I don't think we'll look to. I think we'll wait to try and sign Haaland in the summer. To be honest, I don't really care about him. Fair enough, that's what you think. I personally am a little bit disappointed, but yeah. For me, it feels like us and Barcelona have that good connection. We wasn't ready to negotiate a higher fee. Yeah, I think we probably possibly could have got a bit more. The talk is, I'll go into a bit more detail later, but apparently it's 55 million plus potential 10 million add-ons plus a potential 10 million sell-on fee. So it's very decent. Not a surprise. Yeah, me neither, really. Hello, Aaron. I can't believe we only letting him go for 50 million, but we tripled his value, what we paid. Yeah, it feels like it's cheap, but at the same time, when you consider how cheap we got him, it does become pretty realistic. And if we do get the add-ons and the sell-ons, it's 75 million for a player that we had 18 months. I think that's pretty good business if you ask me. Is there a chance that he will stay? No, because if we go to this screen here, this is the kind of proof that he is going. Ferran Torres to Barcelona, done deal, confirmed, and the key words here we go. So Fab saying the agreement has been completed for 55 million plus 10 million in add-ons, a 5-year deal for the player at Barcelona. He's always a priority of Xavi. And here, a bit more on this deal from Jack Goffin. I don't know if I pronounced that right. So this is it. Obviously, Ferran Torres plays in a move that will see 55 million with add-ons. Slightly more than Sané. So he paid 20.8 million last year, which is very good. And this is the key bit. Not a conventional sell-on clause in Torres deal. City would stand to earn up to 10 million depending on how much Barca let him go for, rather than a straight percentage. So it's an odd one, but it looks like we could get upwards of 60, maybe 70 million even for him, which would be very, very good. Hope we get Vlahovic in January. Well, this is what I want to go through. Would people rather Vlahovic or Erling Haaland? I think he's not fit though. That is definitely another point as well. On top of the fact that he may have wanted to go, the fact that he has been injured for a lot of the time he's been in Manchester, I think, does make it also more acceptable that he's going. As I read, Torres will tomorrow. He's going to get his medical to join Barcelona tomorrow. Is the talk. But yeah, the other talk, I guess, then is these two: Dusan Vlahovic or Erling Haaland. These are the two players we're evidently going to go for. Vlahovic probably about 70 million. Erling Haaland, I mean, I guess the clause is about 60 or 70 million, but obviously it's going to cost about 8. It's going to cost at least like 50 million in signing bonuses on top of that. So it's not just a 70 million deal to sign Erling Haaland next summer. Obviously, Erling Haaland's stats speak for themselves. In the league, 27 appearances last year, plus 1 sub appearance, 27 goals. The year before that was 11 appearances, 4 off the bench, 13 goals. And this year it's 10 appearances, 1 off the bench, and 13 goals. He is a joke of a footballer. Going to the Champions League, and it's 2 appearances, 1 off the bench, 3 goals. Last year it was 8 appearances in the Champions League, 10 goals. This man is no joke. And on top of that, in 1920, 4 appearances, 2 plus 2 off the bench for Salzburg, and he went and got 8 goals. Like we say, Erling Haaland is no joke. He's one of the greatest players on the planet, and he will definitely be for the future. Comparing him to Dusan Vlahovic, the Serbian, 21 years old, will be 22 in a month's time. He's doing very, very well at Fiorentina. I think he's equalled or broken the record for most goals in the calendar year in Serie A, which was a record set by Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's not an easy feat to kind of reach those numbers. But he's a young player and he's scoring a lot of goals. In the 1920 season, it was kind of his first kind of breakout year, I guess. 13 appearances, 17 of them off the bench, 6 goals, which is an okay record. And we're talking he's a 19-year-old at this point. Last year was his proper breakout season. 34 appearances, 3 off the bench, 21 goals for the Serbian. And this season, he's gone up another level. 18 appearances, none off the bench, 16 goals. It's nearly a goal again for Dusan Vlahovic this year. He's been on fire. For Serbia, 6 appearances, 2 off the bench, 4 goals. Again, a very, very solid ratio there for goals. Quickly go back to the chat. This deal is so similar to Sané. He wanted to join Bayern, it was his dream, and now Torres was Barca. It is, I guess it is slightly similar in that aspect, although Sané had only 1 year left in his deal, so our hands were tied a little bit more of that one. With BVB going down the European League and losing the League Cup race, it's the perfect chance to get Haaland. Yeah, I can't see Haaland going anywhere in January though. I don't see it happening. Get the Vlahovic deal done, cheeky. But that's the other thing. So obviously, I've already put in the chat, are you happy we're right to sell Torres? Would you guys go for Vlahovic or Haaland? Leave in the chat, Vlahovic or Haaland, who would you go for? Cheeky, I think that's a little bit reactionary. Haaland in the summer, potentially. But the problem with Haaland is, I think we're definitely going for him, but whether we get him is another matter. Every team is going to want him, every top team as well. There'll be probably Bayern going for him if Lewandowski goes. Madrid will be in for him, we'll be in for him, United will be in for him. There'll be loads of teams in for him, so there's no guarantees we get Haaland even if we go in for him. We can get both Vlahovic and Haaland, that is not a possibility. There's no logical reason to spend that much money on 2 strikers when we only play with 1 striker. Standing to Bayern hurt me more. It's hard to kind of say, because for me, standing to Bayern it was inevitable, so it didn't hurt me as much. And we hadn't seen him play in a year. Although I think looking back, I really wish we had Sané now. I think Sané was such a good player. Hope to join Haaland this January, but it's hard, but you wish that. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I don't think it's happening. Do you think Pepper's known this for a while towards leaving, that's why Palmer's coming through more quickly? I don't think it's really... I mean, no, I think the talk all started in, November. And since then, Torres has been injured anyway, so I don't think... Palmer's development has had nothing to do with this deal, in my opinion. We can't wait for Haaland. We should go all guns blazing for Vlahovic. We wait for no man. I'd be all for going for Vlahovic, and to be fair. Cole Palmer replaces Torres. I think they're different players. I think Palmer is more of a winger than a false 9. But I mean, I know he's been playing for the middle so far. We could have got Harry Kane. I'm glad we didn't. He's been absolutely woeful this year. I hope we don't go near Kane in the summer. In conference, Pep was asked about Haaland. Pep said he moves. Next question, I will not answer. Yeah, I don't think that really says anything, to be honest. He's never going to talk about players that's not ours. He never does. It's not a Pep thing to do. Guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are on currently 16,275 subscribers. Let's try and get to 16,300 if we can. Let's try and get to 50 likes today. But yeah, having been through the stats, for me, I don't know, I think I was dead like Haaland. I can't see Haaland happen. I think Dusan Vlahovic is probably the more likely player. If we look at the links, though, to... Oh, my keyboard's not working. Not ideal. There's quite a few clubs in for Vlahovic, obviously. I think there's Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. Although I think if City come in, I think City get first dibs on him, because I just can't see why you'd pick any of those clubs over City, because we're the best team on the planet, arguably. So it makes absolutely no sense to go to an Arsenal or someone instead. Haaland first choice, but Vlahovic will be easier, I agree. I think I'd go for Haaland, yeah, and then just, if it doesn't work out, we go straight to Vlahovic. I don't mean false 9 in the future. Torres would play false 9. No, but I mean, Palmer's not going to be a striker. If Palmer's going to be for the middle, he's going to have to be a false 9. He can't play through as a proper 9, I think. I don't think that's the kind of player he is. Anyways, yeah. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed. I would like to see Torres play for City. For me, he's had some moments at City where I think we've all been like, there's a future here for Torres. But yeah, just say it's not happened, because, like we said, if we look at it, he's done alright. He has done very, very decently. Especially last season, like I say, that Newcastle game for me was one where I thought he might just stick in there. How far back can we go here? No, this is only this season. Look at just this season, though. If I just get rid of the ads quickly. 2 goals against Italy, the European champions. Then he got a goal against Wickham. Then he gets a goal for Spain and an assist. Then another goal for Spain. He's on 5 for Spain. And then he goes and gets 2 goals and an assist against Arsenal. Then he goes and gets... Oh, this is last season. It's just... He's done so well. I just think he's got potential to be a top striker. And if we can't get Haaland, I think he was our guy. I think he was the guy that was gonna get what we needed. Do you think we're gonna win against Leicester? Yes, I do. Fingers crossed we have fans there. I don't know. Obviously, we're still waiting on that in England. It's all a bit ropey at the moment, but I think we will win against Leicester, because I think we're playing very, very well at the moment. I think we'll win our next 3 games, and then we've got Swindon, which we'll win, and then Chelsea's the next game where we might drop points. But if we win all the games up to Chelsea, we can afford to draw against Chelsea, because we've already got a 3-point gap on second place, which means that even if we draw to Chelsea, we'd still be a point clear of Liverpool, although Liverpool have Chelsea as well on New Year's Day, so, I mean, there's a chance they drop points there. Always want Haaland, but Pep hates it, Mino Raiola. He does, but I don't think that's going to get in the way of us getting Haaland, because Haaland's too good to let an agent stop him getting us. If we do not get Vlahovic in January, I don't see it happening. I think it could still happen in the summer. I don't think we're going for anyone in January. I just don't see it happening. I can't see it happening personally. I mean, let me know if you disagree, but just the way we operate, I can't remember ever signing someone good in January. Like Edin Dzeko maybe, and that was 10 years ago. That was 11 years ago this season. That was the last player we signed in January that was half decent. Like, oh no, we signed Laporte actually. But last time we got a good for. Oh, we got Boney as well. But I mean, Boney wasn't any good, was he? So, I don't know. I can't see us getting anyone in January. But let me know. Do you think we'll get anyone in January? Do you not? 60 on the stream. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Manchester City have let Ferran Torres go to Barcelona for £55 million. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit surprised because it went a bit quiet as well recently. In your opinion, do you think we're going to win the Premier League? I think we're going to win the Premier League. I think we're going to win the treble. I think we look proper good at the moment. I think Liverpool, especially with all this COVID stuff, I think it's going to play into our favour at the moment just because I think Liverpool could drop points in the future games. I think Chelsea, they're not in a good spot. And I just think in the next few games, I think by the end of January, I think we could be like 6 or 7 points clear. And if we are, I just can't see us bottling a good lead this season. So yeah, I wanted to rate their wage structure for Haaland, and I massively respect that Roller is a right. I do respect that. However, I think we'd break a wage structure for Haaland. Although I actually don't think you'd have to pay him more than 400k, which wouldn't be too ridiculous. Vlahovic and Kane can be registered for Champions League if we get them in Jan. Haaland will have to wait till next. No, you can register someone that's already playing in the Champions League for the knockouts, so he could be registered. That wouldn't be an issue. We did get G's in January 2017, although we signed him in the summer. It just didn't join until January. Since neither of them were registered for a team in the Champions League this year, if we're going for Haaland, we may as well wait till summer. Well, we're going to wait till summer for Haaland if we do get him anyway, but Haaland can be registered. We can sign Vlahovic in January, we can, but I don't think we will. Liverpool and Chelsea, if they can't beat us face to face, it's over for the Premier League race. Yeah, well, I mean, my keyboard's not working, so I can't type in. But yeah, we could really do ideally with both of them drawing on the 2nd of January. Because if they do, and we win all against then, that means a minimum of 5-point gap. I might have a look at Twitter and see what Twitter is saying. Vlahovic is trending on Twitter. That's an odd one. Let's have a look at what Twitter is saying then. Right, not for City reasons by the looks of it. So if Vlahovic scores today, he breaks the record for most Serie A goals in the calendar year. He's 1 game left, and he's on a run of 8 goals in 6 games. He's not bad for me. I can't show any of these clips because they're going to get me banned. I can see I pushed Vlahovic in January. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm slightly leaning towards Vlahovic, to be honest. I think that could be a more interesting move, personally. Since 59-60, only 3 seasons a player scored more than 30 goals. Luca Toni, Higuain, Immobile, Ronaldo. Vlahovic is 5 years younger. Well, I guess he's on quite a lot. I was going to check the chat again. Phil Foden's gone back to blonde, has he? That's another. I'm not keen on that, to be honest. Chelsea have some hard games coming up. They do. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. Liverpool got some difficult games coming up as well. They've got Leeds, and then they've got Leicester, then Chelsea. They could definitely drop at least 4 points from that, I reckon. Haaland said want to move and mentioned City, Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern. Who's Bayern put Haaland away in their list, transferring in. The Haaland has 3 choices: City, Barcelona, Madrid. He's not going to Barcelona. I think United, City, and Madrid are the key ones. Potentially Bayern Munich as well. Sad thing is, Torres is one of my favourite City players. Fair enough. It's disappointing, but it's what it is. Big up from Barbados. We should go for Felix on Kunku, full-time type of player with striker mindset. No, I wouldn't go for them. They're not the players we need, I don't think, at least, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I'd go near players like that. Right, let's just see what Twitter is saying? Oh God, he has come back to blonde. It's just not a good look, Phil. It's not a good look. I don't know. If he puts the performance on the pitch, I don't care. But I mean, he's got to put the performance on the pitch because he does look like a bit of an idiot, to be honest. Nicholas Schuler could be on his way to Newcastle. That's an odd one. Anyways, yeah, leave your thoughts on the Ferran Torres transfer. Do you wish we'd got more? Do you think it's an acceptable fee? Do you think it was the right time for Torres to move on? Who do you want as a replacement? Let me know in the chat. But yeah, on the whole, like I say, I'm not satisfied, to be honest. I'm disappointed. Let's see. See extra poll. Do people think that City should? 52% of people think that City should sign a suitable replacement for Ferran Torres in January. 48% say no. So it's pretty evenly split, to be fair. Yeah. It's good as Palmer. I don't think it affects Palmer at all, if I'm honest. Like, I just don't. I mean, I think he was due another injury, to be honest, Torres anyway this summer. And I think Palmer would have just shifted out wide. But I mean, I guess maybe a few extra appearances of Palmer. But yeah, I don't think it will affect Palmer too much, to be honest. Anyways. The thing is, he had good career. He did. He had some moments. Newcastle, specifically that hat-trick at Newcastle, that little scorpion sort of flick over the head at Newcastle was probably his best moment in a City shirt. What else did he have? I'm trying to. He had some other big games, I swear. But off the top of my head, I can't think of them. Let me see if I can get them up here. Trying to think, what other games did he have that were mega? Oh, you know, I can't find it. But he did have some good games. Like I said, the one hat-trick was the main standout, though. Our forward options are just too good. We needed to let one go. The problem is the striker was probably one of the ones that we didn't need to let go because we don't have a good striker at the football club at the moment. We've got, obviously, Sterling, who's not a good striker. Jesus, who's not a good striker. Mars, who never play striker. Who else we got wide? Grealish, who doesn't play well through the middle. Foden doesn't play well through the middle. It's just like, we needed a striker, and he was our only out-and-out striker. And he's now gone. So I'd quite like an actual striker. Because what I was kind of banking on the whole season was that when Torres came back, he was going to bag a stack load of goals. And, well, that's just not happening anymore. Yeah, well, if we want to bring in a striker, if we go and sign a striker in January, if we get Dusan Vlahovic in January, then I'm all for letting him go. I'm not against it. I mean, if he wanted to go, that's completely fine, I guess. But it's more just, I don't know, yeah. If we don't replace him, I think it was stupid to let him go this time. I think we should have waited. Against Porto, Foden, I do remember that one. Him and Foden came on against Porto, I remember him being very, very good. But he was out wide for that game, I think, rather than through the middle. Whereas he's kind of moved through the middle as time has gone on. Foden hasn't been good off the pitch lately. Pep dropped him because of off the pitch behaviour, and he's been in trouble on pitch behaviour before. He should focus on not being the next Paul Pogba. I don't know. I mean, what he did, he wasn't good, but like it wasn't dreadful. I think footballers do that all the time. It's just it rarely gets picked up on. It's not something I'm too concerned about, if I'm honest. I'd like to beat Chelsea at home. Me too. I think we will beat them right now, although they're a very good team, and so they could obviously cause us problems. So yeah, it's difficult to say. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty confident for Chelsea. I am signing for City. Don't worry, Man City fan. Cheers, Haaland. I appreciate that. I think it's crossed Haaland is the one. Could you imagine Haaland in this team next year? A team that's got Edison in goal, Cancelo at left back, Walker at right back, Stones and Diaz at centre backs, all important Diaz at centre backs. Then you got Rodri. Then you got Bernardo, Kev, Foden, Sterling or Grealish or Mahrez or Jesus. and then Erling Haaland through the middle. That would be lethal. It would be frightening. 22 of you in the stream. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Let's try and get to 50 likes. Ferran Torres is going to Barcelona. That is a here we go, confirmed as per Fabrizo Romano. And so that means we believe that and that it is a done deal. Leave your thoughts on it in the chat. I want to know what you guys are saying. What your thoughts are. And yeah. Do you think that we're going to get Haaland? I don't. I think Haaland will go somewhere else. But I don't actually know where. But I think he will go. Anyways, as long as they invest money product, then it's a good piece of business. I think that's a good way to look at it. I think if the money is reinvested, I think absolutely you've got every reason to be satisfied with it. The thing is, also invest in a good striker, and it means now there's no real excuse for not spending big on a striker in summer, because we already had a war chest to go in, and now we've got 55 million extra to put towards that striker. There's no way anyone should be able to compete with us money-wise. The only issue is whether it's Greenness and obviously Cheeky and Khaldoon and Soriano don't fancy going big on someone that they're not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but money shouldn't be an issue pretty much, because that's a lot of money to rake in over a player. Especially when we didn't really spend... Well, I guess we did spend 100 million on Grealish in the summer, but even then, we earned quite a lot in summer anyway. We earned like 60 million off other player sales, and so we only really spent... We had a net of about 40 million this summer, and then... I mean, now we've sold 50 million worth of player. We've actually had a positive net this season, apparently, so... To the Prem or elsewhere, he's going to... What do you mean? If you're on about Ferran Torres, he's going to Barcelona, so he's going elsewhere. He's going out the country. But, yeah, I think that is all there is to go over. So, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Ferran Torres is gone. We'll see how it goes. I'll be back again on Boxing Day for a vlog of Leicester, assuming that fans are allowed in. If fans aren't allowed in, then I won't be doing that, and there'll be a live stream for that instead. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys on Boxing Day. Have a good Christmas.